They're getting anti-seize all over their fingers. Well, I managed to find me something that I've been looking for a while for the S10. I got some caltracs, which are brand new. They're still in the box, never used, and I got them at a reasonable price. Less than new if you were to buy them from Summit Jigs or wherever. And I'm going to try to stick these on. Only thing I'd like to do different is I have 2-inch, I think they're 2 or 1 3/4 lowering blocks, and I'd like to put 1-inch blocks in it. Get to sit up more level. It kind of sits like down in the rear right now. I thought maybe I had some. I went and looked, couldn't find any. So I can always pull the blocks out. It's not such a big deal, but I need to get these front deals stuck in the springs. That's going to be the tougher part. At least what I think would be tougher, but I'll get started on this. I have managed to install one of them, the driver's side, and you know you're accomplishing something when you're using the anti-seize, and it ends up everywhere, including all over your hands, but unless I cleaned it off as good as I could for the moment being. But they adjust. It's loose. I need to do the final tightening down, but they're on there. I whacked those off a little bit further so it wouldn't hit up here, which I'm not sure if this side would either. I had to whack that one off to clear this anyways. The back's not really doing anything. Like I said, I'd like to have some 1-inch blocks, but I don't have any, so I just stuck it back the way it was. That way the U-bolt links are right link. Probably could just left that out too, but like I say, it's a spacer. Maybe this will be too close to the ground, I don't know. I'll know more after I get them on. I can always change this stuff, but I'll probably leave it like it is, unless I can find some 1-inch blocks to put up in there. Managed to get the passenger side on. So everything's tightened down except for the leaf spring bolts, which I need to let it on the ground and tighten these down. That way it's not stressed sitting in the air. It should be on the ground. I guess I need to put the drums back on. What else? I think that's about it. Drums on, slicks on, set it on the ground. See what it does. And I'll have to adjust all this stuff once it's on the ground. Okay, got the S10 on the ground, got the slicks on, and I've been kind of somewhat trying to adjust the bars up. Really, I should be sitting in it, and I should have someone else do this, but I kind of got them screwed up pretty close. These are still loose, and they're still all that anti-seize all over everything, which I'll probably have to wipe off, because whoever I have do this will probably bitch that they're getting anti-seize all over their fingers. Anyways, just got it barely touching it. We'll give her just a little bit of air gap under it and go try it, I guess. Hopefully we'll be able to go try it this Friday, as long as the weather holds out, which who in the heck knows if it will. Anyways, that's where I'm at. We'll probably get this. I'm here by myself now. Everybody left me. I'm all alone. But get somebody to come back, shut up, and I'll adjust those. And just got back from the junkyard, and they got these spacers I'm going to put in the S10. I think these are, I don't know if they're quite 1 inch, but they're more than 3/4. So. But one good thing about them is we got all these spacers with them too, so I can make it however thick I want. And one good thing about them too is these will bolt. I'll have to run the bolt through the spring to hold that to the spring, so it won't be just a spacer sitting there that can break off those tabs and move around. So I got those out of a 1-ton Chevy truck. Kind of had overloads on it, and this was sitting on top of the spring, then the overload went on top of it. And these were in between, I think that one might have been right there. And these were in between each individual leaf. So they should work out pretty good. I get my s10 to sit a little more level up in the back instead of sitting in the rear, sitting down in the rear so much. I'm gonna lift it up and get these swapped out and see how I like them. See if I can get my caltracs sitting a little bit better too. There you can see the block bolts to the spring, which I'd say is a better idea since you ain't got that block that's just loose in there and you're depending on the bottom pin here to hold it, the top pin there to hold it. So we'll see how that works out. Yeah, this side kind of clamped down. Did have to nip the ends of the U-bolts off because they were getting too short. And there's the remnants of those. Anyways, I'll finish this side up and get it all back together and let her down on the ground. Now it's back down on the ground. I think it sits a little bit better than it did, but I guess we'll try it out here this coming Friday. Next thing you'll probably see is me at the track because there's not really anything else to do to it till I go.